Hi, my name is Tim and I work for the Texas Retired Teachers Association. Thank you so much for your interest in watching this video presentation. We're an organization that represents you in the Texas Legislature. As you know, your TRS benefits are under attack. We need everyone's help to try and protect those benefits. This video is a training course on how to work with the Texas Legislature and represent your position. Again, thank you so much for your interest. We look forward to working with you and for you.
Thank you, Tim. It's a pleasure to join you today. To get started, I would like to ask you, why is it important for members of TRTA to contact their legislators?
Our legislators need to know there are big differences between what's going on somewhere else and what's happening here in Texas. Unfortunately, it's very easy to look around and say these problems that must be happening elsewhere are somehow happening here. And the reality is they're just not. A lot of times we say that people are concerned about the pension fund and that it's in crisis. TRTA firmly believes that this is a manufactured crisis, and legislators need to hear from you about why this pension system works and how we can protect it. There's another reason that we want to meet with our legislators, and that's because they're the ones who are ultimately responsible for any decision that impacts TRS retirees. The Teacher Retirement System Board of Trustees, they don't make decisions about what happens with retiree benefits. The governor does not make a decision about legislation and getting it through the process. It's the legislature that's responsible to TRS retirees for their benefit adjustments or protecting the health insurance program. Those folks need to hear from you, and they really need to hear the information about how that affects you personally.
How can a member of TRTA determine who their legislator is?
We get asked this question a lot. Truth is, we just went through redistricting. It is extremely difficult to keep up with how legislative districts have changed. And most legislators, if you're not their constituent, they're probably not going to want to hear from you. So please call our office. If you would rather send us an email, do that. If you would rather just go on our website, we have a very interesting tool that you can use. You just do one click and you go to a website, you put in your street address, and it tells you every person that you can think of that's going to represent you in some way. There is another great opportunity that our members have to get to know their legislators. Go join a local unit. It's a wonderful experience because not only are you going to meet people that you may have worked with before, but you're going to have an opportunity to meet with those legislators because they love coming and talking directly to our members. And so most of them will come and talk to our local units throughout the year, and you really get a better chance to get to know them than just maybe a phone call or an email to them.
Tim, how can a member of TRTA set up a meeting with their legislator? And can you also give us some information about where the meeting should take place?
Well, there are two different kinds of meetings, really, that members can set with a legislator. A district meeting, where they're meeting with a legislator in their home office, or a meeting in the Capitol building. The first thing that you want to do is call the office. Sometimes it's a little easier to call that district office. You may want to call the Capitol office. Either office is going to be able to help you set a meeting in either the district or the Capitol office. So first, you want to make sure you tell them who you are. You want to make sure that you give them your full name and that you're a constituent, and that you want to tell them what the meeting is about so that the legislator can be prepared. You also want to make sure that you're saying, I may be bringing a few people with me. Maybe it's just you going to meet as an individual. You definitely want to give as much information as possible so that that office can prepare for your arrival. A lot of times legislators don't have a lot of time. You may only get 10, 15, 20 minutes, if that long. So the more information you can give them in advance, the better that meeting is going to be for not only you, but for the legislator themselves.